Hey guys! So today I thought I would do a video that I haven't done before, which is how I do my own manicures at home. I have been to a nail salon to get my nails done exactly 2 times in my entire life, and while it is very fun and I highly recommend doing it, I just don't have the funds to go get my nails done all the time like I would like. So I just had to get pretty savvy at doing it myself. So here are all the tools that I use when I do my nails. My nails are looking pretty bad right now. I know, shameful. I've got chipped nail polish and my Jamberry nail wrap. Here, let me see if I can. My Jamberry nail wrap has all but grown off my finger. It's pretty bad. So I thought I would go ahead and do my nails today, and I thought I'd take you along with me. So here is everything that I use when I do my nails. Now, I like to do one Jamberry nail wrap as an accent nail. I tried to do my whole hand before, and while, you know, the finishing product was really nice and really fun and it lasted forever, it also took me forever to do it. And I like to do my nails really quick. So now I only do one accent nail. I'm so sorry if I sound bad, you guys. The reason I haven't made a video this whole week is because I am really sick. So that's why I sound the way that I do. But anyways, so these are the Jamberry nail wraps I'm going to be using today as my accent nail. It's a light lavender purple with white polka dots. It's called Orchid Polka. The colored nail polish I've decided to go with to coordinate with this color is this Orly nail polish, and it is in the color Get a Grip. And then here are some of the other tools I'm going to be using. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Perfectly Posh Life is a Joy Lemon Berry Coconut Oil. This is what I'm going to be using to remove my existing Jamberry nail, because you don't want to just rip it off, because that could damage your nail. So this is what I'm going to be using. Whoops, let's just drop everything. Okay, and then to clean the surface of my nail before applying a new Jamberry, I need to clean it down with some rubbing alcohol, which is why I will be using the cotton swabs. I'm also going to be cutting my nails because they're really long, and I do my Jamberry nails just a little bit different than the recommended way, just because it's easier for me, and I do need to file it. So this is a Mary Kay nail file. I'm not sure what this is called, a cuticle stick, I guess. This is also what I use to apply my Jamberry nails. I use this tip, which is a soft, kind of a rubbery tip, to press and rub the nail onto, or to rub the wrap onto my nail. And I use this end, this like hard plastic pointy end, to lift and place the nails, because you don't want to use your fingers, because your fingers have oil on them, and if you get oil on the Jamberry nail wraps, sometimes they just don't stick, like they start peeling up sooner. Here are my nail clippers. Well, actually, this is a toenail clipper, and I know that, but I actually prefer to use toenail clippers on both, well, on all kinds. So I have one for my toes, one for my finger, but technically they're all toenail clippers. I don't really like the little fingernail clippers. I don't know why. I just really like these big ones. And then a pair of scissors. These are going to be used to cut the Jamberry nail wrap. And then polish remover. One more thing that you will need is a hair dryer. So here's mine, and this is going to be for the Jamberry nail wraps to heat up the glue. Alrighty, so let's get going. The first step is to remove my existing Jamberry nail wrap. So that's what I'm going to do, and then also to remove my existing chipped polish. This stuff smells so yummy. Okay, the first thing I like to do is take this stick and see if I can peel up just a little corner of the nail wrap, just so that I can more easily, there we go, see how it lifts up a little. And then I'm going to use the coconut oil and just kind of place it underneath of there so that it'll come off without damaging my nail. So I just get some of that coconut oil under there, and it's just easily coming up now. The first time I removed Jamberry nail wraps, I just ripped them off, and that was a mistake. And I ripped off like a layer of my nail. Okay, so it's off. Here's one Jamberry nail wrap, so we'll just go ahead and put that up there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and clean the glue off of that nail. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and do this one. Okay, so now I am going to go ahead and use my fingernail polish remover to take off all the chipped nail polish. Okay, and now I've got clean nails to work with. The first thing I'm going to do is to apply my new Jamberry nail wraps, because once I have them on, most people cut their nails and they put the Jamberry nail wrap and then they use scissors and a nail file to kind of trim it down. But I found it's actually easier for me, and I get a much cleaner edge if I just put it on and then cut my nail. So what you want to do to pick your correct size is, this is clear, this backing, so that you can kind of place it on top of your finger to get your correct size. I have really tiny fingers, so I rarely go past these end ones, and then these are for my toes. So anyways, let's see. I like to do my ring finger. So what I do is I place it over, and you don't want it to touch the ends. Like, you don't want it to go all the way to the crease. You want it to like just be just before it. So for instance, let me see how close I can get this. So you don't want, say, this one, because see how it goes past my nail bed onto the finger. You don't want that. This one is better. The smallest one is better because it fits right inside of my nail. So that's the one I'm going to be using. Okay, so the next thing you're gonna want to do is get your rubbing alcohol, and then you're gonna want to, whichever nail that you're gonna be putting the Jamberry nail wraps on, go ahead and clean the entire surface of the nail. This is to get off any oils off of the surface of the nail so that the nail wraps will stick better. Okay, so that's done. Let that dry. I kind of used a bit much. Okay, so let that dry. In the meantime, you're going to want to take your stick and peel up the nail wrap. You do not want to touch the bottom of the nail wrap with the sticky part. This part, you don't want to touch this part with your finger because you'll get your oils on it. So just peel that one up like so. You're going to want to take your hair dryer, and you can go ahead and do the medium setting here, so it's not too hot, just warm. And then just go ahead and turn that on, and you're going to want to heat the nail wrap for about 15 seconds. And then you're going to want to place it onto your nail bed. Okay, one thing that will help is if you chop the nail wrap in half, because obviously that whole thing isn't going to go on one nail. One nail wrap can actually do 2 nails, so that definitely helps with placing if you cut it a little bit shorter. So, okay, so I finally have my Jamberry nail wrap placed centered just like I like. Okay, once you have your nail wrap on your nail, and it's nice and centered where you would like it, you're going to want to go ahead and heat it one more time. And then you're going to want to take the other end of your stick, the softer rubbery side, and you're going to want to press down on all the edges of the nail wrap. Okay, so here is where my little Jamberry nail wrap gets a little different. I like to then go ahead and clip off the excess, and while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and cut the rest of my nails on this hand. And then after, well, okay, I haven't clipped the rest of my nails yet, but after you clip your nails, you're going to obviously want to go ahead and file the edges, including the edges of the Jamberry nail wrap. And I like to go ahead and heat it one more time, but you don't have to. And then I usually press one more time. Okay, so this hand is done as far as nail clippings and filing. So now I'm going to go ahead and paint this hand. Okay, so you're going to want to shake up your nail polish. Now, when I do my nail polish, I also like to do it very similar to the nail wrap, in that I don't get it all the way to the end of my nail bed, and I don't go all the way to the edge of where my nail would hit my skin. I leave just a tiniest little sliver of nail just all around, because when you go to remove your nail polish later, especially if you do like reds, I have found I always get like this outlining of red around that's really hard to get off. And the other reason is that, at least my nails, aren't perfect around the edges, and so if I were to go to the edge, it just wouldn't look as clean. So I can control the curvature, I guess, and just how clean the polish looks if I don't go all the way to the end. Okay, so scrape, scrape, and then get just how much I want. And then I don't go all the way to the end. Just go as close as possible, and then I usually flip it over, especially for my thumb, because it's a little bit of a bigger nail. Okay. Okay, so that's my thumbnail. Ha! My thumbnail. Okay. I totally just geeked out. Alright, next finger. Somebody is very popular today. That somebody would be me. Okay, did not get enough that time. When I know somebody is watching me do my nails, like you guys are right now, my hands get really shaky. Is that weird? I'm always like, don't watch me do my nails. And here I am, like, filming a video where a bunch of you are going to watch me do my nails. But it makes me really nervous and my hands are shaking. So if you're wondering why my hands are shaking, it's because you're watching me. Okay. Now I am very lazy and I usually only do one coat of nail polish, but because it's not coming out the color that I want it to, I think today I'm probably just going to go ahead and do 2 coats. But usually I'm super lazy, so whatever color comes out of just that one coat, that is the color that I will be keeping, because I can't be bothered to go back and do another coat. And that little mess, that is why we have a towel on the carpet. Okay, so first set is all done. I'm going to go ahead and do this hand over here. I need to go ahead and put on my Jamberry nail wrap, cut my nails, file, all that good stuff. And then I'll go back and do a second coat on this one, and then go back and do a second coat on this one. But that would be very boring since you already watched me do this hand one time. So I am going to go ahead and not film me doing this hand, but I will show you the finished product when it's all done. Okay? See you in a few minutes.